On a pretty gray and hazy day here in Southern California, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Los Angeles. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Ready? 125. 54. Hey.
First down, Winston. Evans has it left side. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Ready? 125. Check point 54. Line 54. Watch the flat. Watch the flat.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. That's caught. It's Peyton Barber. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the gun, here's Goff. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they try to sweep to Jones. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third.
55 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Check. Walk 54.
Working out of the gun. Winston. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
First down.
Ready. Flag. 22 down. 54.
Jameis now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
Easy. I got motion. Hey, one set. 54. Right, 54. And let's get that ball,
Now Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And this would have been returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, first and 10. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of... And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Levante David in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Goff. And he's going to go down again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a third and long. Here's Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down. Zerline's kick is up and through. Zerline, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Ready? Black 25. Check. Watch 54. Easy. Get in there. Mike 54.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. To the 40 and no further. The broken tackle, but then the hole closed quickly. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming. Let's go.
Here's Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Jameis to throw it. This goes to Barber, the running back. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I never, when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll go to one, try and pound it in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. Jones, and not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Gay's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On the toss, it's Gurley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
45, Mike, 45. Watch the run. Hey, let's go.
Now gone. And that one's complete to Gurley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Right side complete. That's Woods. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This is caught. It's Cooks. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Goff. And it's caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Winston now. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Back, Bristol, travel. Check 50, check 50.
After the interception, here's Goff. Brandon Cooks. It's caught left side by Cooks. Touchdown, LA. Brandon Cooks. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Watch the run.
From the gun, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Green, come see.
Here's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Winston. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Try to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, 1st down. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Wide open receiver complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 44, Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Woods. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Hey, watch it. Watch it. Hey, kill.
Out of the gun, Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. Goff again. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 22 yards there, a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 7, Goff. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Does that happen to you? Oh, Barber loses it, and the Rams have got it back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Switch out, switch out. He's coming. Double up, double up.
Goff. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
45. Like 20. 45. And watch that. And watch the ball.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's stopping.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now it's gone. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working out of the gun, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Another try after the first down sack. Winston looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Wall, get wall.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's got Evans. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, a 22.
First down, Buccaneers.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Check 99. No.
Jameis now on first down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Abukum gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Check 43.
To throw is Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Wait. Mike 54. I smell it.
Throwing, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Samson Abukum able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly.
Let's go.
17-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Check 45 to Mike.
On second and 9, Goff escaping the pressure right. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. 23 yards the pickup there.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
2 times. 4 down.
On first down, gone. And Cooks has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for first and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
We got 4. 45.
Again they run with Gurley. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Check 3. Flip it. 54.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. Left side here. That's complete to Godwin. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Winston. That is caught. It's Perriman. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Back now in Los Angeles. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter.
5 on the 50. Mike 5-4.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
24 is the 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Switch.
To throw, Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will get them one closer. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
He was brought down by tackled back at the 35-yard line.
What? Like 20. Check right 45. We own this. We own this. What's that? What's that?
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hold on. Check.
Goff now looking to throw. This one to the left to Higbee. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Save.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Brown on the carry. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And now it's third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Jameis to throw it. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
A first down throw for Winston. Shakes off the sack. And Winston lost the football.
Good job.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second and a long way to go. Winston. And this is caught by Evans. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Easy. Wait. 26 months. Let's go.
Third and long for Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And that'll bring up fourth down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Foot 180. Tackle.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee.
Today's final score.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So for Los Angeles, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign.